Hey guys, this is Eric Hamilton, and I just wanted to show you guys my design for a Minecraft mob farm. This is specifically for Skyblock maps, because it will increase the efficiency, and in a real Minecraft world, you will have access to redstone and water. One of the mod packs that I just started playing on my personal world, it's hard because you are denied access to water until very late in the game. So in order to get an infrastructure going, I needed to design a quick redstoneless, waterless mob farm, and I hope that this will fulfill it. I built it in my world, and it seems to be running really well. So the first step we are going to be building a 19 by 19 spawning platform. 19 by 19 is the best size that I have seen. It contains the mobs in a reasonable area, contains the drops in a reasonable area, and the pattern that you need to follow works really well in this size. Make sure that you build it off the ground so that when the mobs do fall, they will die to their death. In Skyblock, you are going to need to build a platform under it so the mobs will hit something when they fall. Our next step is to build a three high wall around on the 19 by 19 area, resulting in a 17 by 17 spawning platform. After that, we're going to start with our actual pattern. Our actual pattern is going to be as follows. We're going to start with a hole in the corner, the spawning space directly adjacent to it, and then the spawning space needs to be covered on 3 sides by a wall and on 1 side by a hole. The main reason this mob farm is so efficient is because the mobs are only allowed to go one way are only allowed to go one way, and that one way involves them falling to their death. So that's one of the ways that this mob farm is extremely efficient. If you'll notice, I made this wall only too high just to make it easier for me to cover it later. So as we continue this pattern along the edge, we will see this pattern emerge. This is where we originally started, and this is the wall on the left side of the last picture. That is this wall right here. And if we continue with this pattern, we have a wall, spawning space, hole, spawning space, wall. And if you continue that 5-block pattern, you will get a pattern like this. If you expand that pattern on downwards, then you will end up with this pattern, which is hectic if you look at it, and kind of maybe, what's the word I'm looking for? Intimidating. But really, if you look at it, it's just diagonals, honestly. But this really is this is the most efficient design using this mob trap. So that's what I prefer to use. Our next step is this is just the pattern of the holes it looks like from underwards. Maybe that might help you envision it. So afterwards, it's hard to see in this picture, but I put trapdoors in every one of the holes. The reason I put trapdoors is because it confuses the mob AI. Mob AI is designed to think trapdoors are a full block, so that when they walk over them, they realize, hey, it's a full block. I can walk over this. And then as they start falling, they're not, and they fall to their death. So that's one of the easiest ways to get around the mob AI and just make them fall. Another problem with this mob trap design is that if you leave the top exposed to mob spawning, they will spawn, and that will reduce spawning efficiency inside of your mob trap. So there are 2 things you can do here. One, you can either cover the top with torches, or you can cover them with half slabs. I preferred to use torches because this is a stackable mob farm design, meaning that you can put layer upon layer upon layer on top of each other, and that should double, triple your efficiency depending on how many floors that you have. The main reason I like using torches is because if you place them in the area where the hole is, then you will have a guideline for the next floor of the mob trap, and that'll help you a lot in your future floors. The only problem with this is that torches aren't readily available until later in the game, so half slabs are still a viable option. We only have one more step, and this shows us why. If you could see, the light level in this area right here is 9, and unfortunately we need a light level of 7 or lower in order to spawn mobs. So in order to fix that, this is along the edge. This out here would be space, and in here would be the rest of the mob trap. In order to fix that, we need to build 2 layers of half slabs around. I prefer to use half slabs because it kind of breaks up the blockiness look, and it is more efficient with wood, and we all know cutting trees gets a it gets really boring after a while. So after this fix, we will see that the corners and the edges will be reduced to a block height of 7, and then they will be spawning mods. So I hope you guys like this. Mainly, the main reason I decided to make this was because I needed it, and I decided to make one. And I saw that GenerikB, one of my favorite YouTubers, had a live stream, and he was struggling to make a mob farm. And this will not allow spiders to spawn because there's not a 2x2 area, or a 2x2 or 3x3, I forgot which, area in which they need to spawn. So that will reduce spiders, which will give you more zombies, which in this, zombies and skeletons are the things that you want. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked it, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.